Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Daemonum, that shining beacon of light in the heart of the underworld and city to free demons. And welcome to another episode of the stream here in Daemonum Arena. Good evening. So, like I said, we're going back into the Isles of Janthier, mainly because I still have stuff to uncover. And so far, the story has been at least interesting. Bringing back a primordial evil, the likes of which we've only originally seen in Guild Wars 1, and giving it a fresh coat of paint. And then revealing that, yeah, remember the 1 or 2 that you took on before? You know, there's actually hundreds of them, and they could all just decide one day to come back because they weren't actually killed. Oh dear. There is also that conversation that was had as we were making our grand escape from the second Titan that we ran across, saying that she would tell her that you were slacking on the job. So, despite the fact that our group continues to say there's 2 Titans, who is this her that is referred to? And yeah, I get a feeling that's not going to go well for us, all things considered. I certainly hope they're not talking about our recent ally. They probably aren't. Paitha doesn't seem the type to be, double dealing like that. Despite the fact that she's a demon, she seemed pretty much on the up and up, which kind of alarming considering, but hey, here in Daemonum, demons of all sorts reside. That having been said, we can get into the game proper and we can see what happens next, because, Lord knows, it's bound to be interesting. Alright, Sykes. Let's get to it. We came back to the Lowland Shore. We had something to do. Right, it was to take care of the wildlife that had been tainted by the effects of the Titans. I think that's roughly where we left off. There's probably more to it than that. As it decides to load up. The joy and curse of MMOs. Handiworker rating has increased. Oh. Return to Path of Fire. Oh boy. Sun shines again today on Ilona, on what I hope will be remembered as the beginning of an age of peace. We have you to thank for that. Your battles against the god of war are still spoken of in the villages and halls. I write to you to ask you to work together with me again. The Sun Spears are rebuilding, and we have more new recruits than I could have ever imagined. Seeing your courage and conviction would lend them strength. Help me show the people that we can stand as Ilona's protectors once again. Zaim, Spear Marshal of the Sun Spears. I remember dealing with you for a while. Defiance bar, masterwork items, defeat enemies, or do a reft hunt. Weekly is what it is. Bonus week. Complete the Return to Path of Fire achievement. To work on some of these other ones too. Of Mists and Monsters meta event. That's the one in yeah, the Janthier Century. So that's taking on the 2 big boys. Well, the big boy and the big girl. Considering how they refer to themselves. Story chapter Sorrow in these halls. Lowland Shore Mastery. Janthier Century Mastery. Okay. I mean, the specials are pretty straightforward. Just time consuming. As for where we're meant to go, Help restore environmental balance. Aha. Go back to the Sentry and start beating up on the forces of evil. Gotcha. Come to think of it. Here we go. Faster way to move on water. Off to the Sentry go we.
We need to make sure the area is secure from the Mistburned. Volunteers, please.
Come to think of it, I could do the run for some XP. Let's do it.
Run fast. Be safe.
Oops. Almost overshot that. Come on. We land.
What impressive you are.
What did I get? 115 and 810. Yeah, great. I love when that happens. Taken away from an achievement by, you know, less than a second. This one's really, how do I put it? Really tightly wound.
This is most remarkable.
As it stands now, though, we have events to find and do. People are having a riveting conversation. Alright, that's enough of that. Distracted by map chat. It'd be great if people, you know, stopped complaining about a game and just, you know, worked to play it together. But what do I know?
Urge to kill rising. I smother. An endless cycle.
I was trying to help. Heavens to mercy, do they actually have a map route now?
It was
Look at
completely
that.
preventable. Your friend very likely won't be returning to the field now.
Special delivery pain. Stay right there.
That feels good. Take that!
Aha. And then they were dead.
That feels good.
It seems a little off today. Can't put my finger on it. Like everything around me isn't really reacting all that much. He's dead. That's an elite. And run. Is there somebody else helping fight it? Oh, hey, there's somebody else helping fight it. Cool.
Bring the thunder! Cast down the oppressors!
All right, get back here and take your lumps.
A ripple in the earth. A swift stream.
That feels good.
The flames
Ta-da.
never last, but they always return.
Excuse me.
To kill rising.
Cast down the oppressors!
And then they died. Oh yeah, that's right. You can just run over them. This you can't, though. You need to build. Ow. Excuse you, Rouge. Uh-oh.
Why don't you?
Go burn somewhere else.
Get over here.
me up!
Urge to kill rising.
Oh, you're the elite. Okay. That explains why I was a little worried about you for a second. Look at him skiing.
Oh, this
Enough of
firefight
that.
has made me thirsty, it has.
I will take literally all of that, thank you. Science bar break is done. Ah, mushrooms. Oh, no, I don't tend to pick those up. Definitely need those, though. Oh. The Jade Construct?
Low on endurance. There's one to remember me.
Ow.
Structural integrity compromised.
Urge to kill rising.
Whoa.
That fits good.
Ow. Nope.
In bad shape here. That fits good.
Ow. Whoa.
Strong. Challenge.
Blood Legion, see it done!
That fits good. There's one to remember me by.
And I'm down. Jesus, this thing's kind of nasty, isn't he? Uh-oh.
I appreciate the help. Bad shape here.
Back me up!
Well, never mind that.
I feel strong. I need help.
Yeah, here we go. Ow. Yeah, I don't think that they're finishing this fight. Control, spectral agony. Huh. Don't know that these are around it. They kind of suck. Of course, I'm right at the Sanguine Crater. That makes a lot of sense. Where is nearest waypoint? Well, nearest is a strong word. There's one. Unfortunately, one I don't have active. Because I'll go to the Stricken Plains. See somebody doing the pathing. Shard Scouter. Discover 4 interesting locations with large bloodstone shards. Yay. I know what I wanted to do with my vacation: scout out a whole bunch of thaumaturgic radiation.
Sod experiment. They don't look friendly. I'll take them out so no one gets hurt.
Ow. I need to activate this waypoint. Almost done with the map completion. God, getting a gift of the Sin Tree could be useful for future. Ooh, Titan ore. All right then. I'm trying to find events and hearts. I swear to God, that's what I'm doing. Grubs. Things to die in the middle of all of this.
That feels good.
You about finished?
That feels good.
Alright. Every time I go to fight one of these grubs, I get like 9 other hangers on. I have a feeling this is meant to be a bit of a different quest. Hey, I'm helping. I just need to fill the bar. That's all I really need to do. Next event. That is a green thing. Okay, so I found a heart. That's useful.
There's one to remember me by.
Really?
Urge to kill rising.
He's up there, King Kong. Everything wants a piece of me around here. Oh, leave me alone. I'm only minesweeping. Alright, fast reward protector too. Should work, right? It did.
climb. Progress is a steady march through thick snow. We've managed a few steps forward.
Ten. 11. And 12. Ta-da! That'll get me some experience points once I turn in those chests. Oops. Therein lies a problem. Bit by bit, I'm making my way. There and back, the way shall be paved. Oops. Oh, I really need to get more inventory space this character. Uh-oh. Every time it doesn't immediately go off, I'm like, this is the one, it's gonna blow me up. It's gonna happen. $11 more. I need to find more of these Mersat relics.
What I wouldn't give to spend just one night back in my homestead right now.
I'm close to being done with this. Ooh, a rift event, excuse me? I need one of these for my portfolio. Woohoo! Incoming ass kicking.
Put your best into it.
To kill rising.
I was ready for you this time. Event completed.
You can never have too much treasure.
Agreed. 10 enemies in Cantha. But I'm not in Cantha. I can't Cantha right now. I mean, I could Cantha, but I'm not going to Cantha. If I were to do that, I'd be taking another character to do it. Not the first time that I've gone on an alt, though. Where are the events? I admit I've been looking for the mines to deal with, but also I've been keeping an eye out for events. Ooh. What's this? The third blood tree. Well, that's edgy. Uh-oh. Oh, this is the one. Ow. I got blowed up. It's a boundary line. If that's the case. Then I'm going after this. One more. One more. Keep an eye out for mines. Found it. Here are the woods completed. That was part of my mastery check too.
Oh, wait. Over here. Tragedy. Strangers' rot turns them to decay. But try cutting them at the stem. Maybe we'll stop the infection.
Boromir burns.
That fits good. I need healing. Seriously.
No, I really appreciated these Rot Striders just got the hell out of my way. Why? Why must there be more of you?
That fits good.
Uh-oh. Well, they just keep showing up. Marvelous. You stop that. Take your lumps. Oh, look, another one.
Eat my dust.
There's one to remember me by.
How many Rot Striders does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Back into the fray. Cast down the oppressors!
Pretty sure I was catching that guy's strays for a while there.
Commander, finally some good news. Gaith and I have a lead on combating the Titans.
Ooh.
We think Bloodstone might be our missing piece. Meet us at the research camp at Ground Zero.
Leaving now. Pokey's resting at the homestead. He's in good hands.
Glad to hear it. Kid's a tough one. We'll talk more when you're here.
All right. Well, having that, we can continue on the story. Bloodstone Research Camp. Finding balance.
So you do have nice things to say about me when I'm not around to hear them? In good hands,
Seems I spoke too soon. Thought you were with Pokey.
He's fast asleep. I asked Har and Willow to stay with him so I could tend to some business.
I see.
The business of listening to our calls? That right?
If you don't want me to listen, don't give me a damned listening device.
Fair.
That's beside the point. I heard that you're looking into bloodstones.
Yes.
Thought it could be of use. Rather, the Heart of the Obscure could.
Excuse me?
Go on.
If the Titans are siphoning energy from Bloodstone, neutralizing the shards may nullify their advantage. Something the Heart of the Obscure should be more than capable of.
That's terrifying.
Risky, but it's worth a shot.
I'm inclined to agree, though it is an unpredictable material, even in small quantities.
Exactly. The fact that the Heart of the Obscure can deal with that is
Last thing we
terrifying.
want is to turn this place into Bloodstone Fen.
Exactly. We've been to Bloodstone Fen. Not a pleasant place. Uh-oh. Waiting, sorry, what the fuck did you just do? Hold on. Something I want to look at. Is this Act? Yeah, this is Act 2. Against the wall. All stone, no blood. Twice stricken, finding balance. Against the walls, around these halls. Finding balance. Spoke with all the ghosts. Okay, so there really is only just the one achievement, just to speak to the Bloodstone ghosts. Interesting.
Kill rising.
There's one to remember me by.
It's going to explode! Get back! I'll cover you!
Rhea Ingham.
Are they?
They must be victims. Those sacrificed on Bloodstone remain tethered in death. Unless severed.
Capital
These
citizens Rhea
spirits had to have
Ingham.
died well over a century ago. May have seen the original Titan rising.
Couldn't hurt to ask what they've witnessed.
Traitors! Saul sought to foil the Titan prophecy, yes, but not by sacrificing the blood of our own. When he returns, your treacheries will be punished. The names of the May twins shall be stained in White Mantle history. Where? Lurking in shadow. Readying to stab me in the back, aren't you? Fitting.
Easy, spirit. Your mortal disputes hold no weight in death, nor do Saul's.
So, you come to spew blasphemy? And to whom do I owe this discourtesy?
To you, I'm a prophet of things to come. And you D'Alessio's bootlicker?
You look nothing of a prophet to me, and I would certainly know. I am Rhea Ingham, leader of Gavril, appointed by Saul himself. I oversee this village and its proceedings.
You talk like a politician. Take it by proceedings, you mean the murder of innocents on the Bloodstone.
Malice.
You're more informed than you appear. I won't waste your time speaking in riddles then. It is true that stopping the prophecy of the Titan's return comes with a cost, but the lives saved will be innumerable. The unseen ones vow to this future, and so do I. Those who have sacrificed themselves have not done so in vain.
As if they had a choice. You all died in vain thanks to the Titans.
But not before the Mersat turned on you and your little dress-up club. Slain on the Bloodstone like pigs to slaughter. That's the future to which you vowed.
How could... I refuse to entertain your madness. Leave, now, or you'll be the next cast upon the stone.
Interesting. God, Waiting Sorrow's a fucking beast. I'm gonna go ahead and hang out here. Manacaz.
I normally require an appointment to
Mersat.
but seeing as you've interrupted my work, let's make this quick, shall we? You may speak.
Don't suppose your work is Bloodstone related?
Ah, follower. Manacaz. Or the Blood Phenom, if you prefer. My followers often do.
Blood Phenom. You seem awfully proud of yourself.
Of course. Should the scientists shun their discoveries? The artists be ashamed of their creations?
I bet you fancy yourself both.
Art envisions the world as it could be. Science makes it reality. My greatest work is born of their convergence.
Sounds like a Mersat. Makes cold-blooded killing sound almost poetic.
Death is a distasteful byproduct of the transference of power to Bloodstone.
Then why continue it?
The transfer itself is an alchemy of miracles, and maximizing the power retained is crucial. If that amplifies the subject's pain during the process, at least it will be short-lived. And the end result, regardless, will be the same.
Squeezing every bit of life from your victims like a binding snake.
Whether you grasp the true scale of my vision is of no concern to me. Small minds breed smaller opinions.
Whatever helps you rest in peace.
The dead do tell tales. I feel like Waiting Sorrow is the type of elementalist that elementalists wish they could be.
Take that!
Run away! Look at her go. Cosmos May and Cordelia May.
Did you need something?
You can ask us anything.
Yes, ask us.
We don't bite.
Hard.
Burn me. Don't these two seem fun?
twins stare unsettlingly toward you, smiling. They never seem to blink. Come play with us, Sykes. Come play with us forever and ever. I don't suppose you know anything about Bloodstone.
Bloodstones are our area of expertise, you might say.
Yes, you might. They're quite powerful and useful.
Very useful. Our friends certainly think so.
Your friends, the Mirsat? Care to elaborate?
Bloodstone gives one strength. With strength comes power.
With power, one may do what they want.
Say what they want.
And silence what they don't. Or who.
They're wasting our time. And they're putting my petals on end.
Couldn't agree more. Let's move on.
Going so soon? Shame.
Shame indeed. Take care now.
And be sure to watch your back.
You never know
Who might be out to get you.
Run away! Who's next? Oh no.
Huh? Huh? Where am I?
It's alright, Cub. Just wanted to ask you some things.
Who are you? Where's my paw?
Easy, Cub. Catch your breath. Do you remember what you were doing before you woke up?
Well, I was out hunting. And Pa was teaching me how to stop prey. We were sneaking up on some game, and then everything went dark. And then some voices woke me up. One was Pa. He was yelling.
Did you see anyone?
It's all right. You can answer. This is a friend of mine.
Not at first. I tried to stand to go look for Pa, but something hit the back of my head. When I woke up again, my head really hurt. And I was lying on something cold and hard. That's when I saw people.
What did they look like?
They covered themselves with long cloths, but they didn't have any fur. Just their skin. Just like you. They were all around me, staring. It was scary. Then... I can't remember anymore.
What monsters? To an innocent child.
Can I see my paw now?
He's resting. And so should you. You can see him when you wake up.
Promise?
Rest now, young one. You'll be with him soon.
They're still there. I don't like that.
Urge to kill rising.
That ought to work.
Low on endurance.
I've been here the whole time, huh? Sure looks different than I remember. So, how long have I been dead?
You're quite perceptive. Well over a century.
Thanks. I've always been quick on the uptake, if I do say so myself. A century, huh? Explains why so much has changed around here.
Afraid not everything's changed. The Titans have returned.
Returned? Getting the last laugh is a nice consolation, even in death. Once the White Mantle started taking out their own, I knew that'd be the end of this place. England wasn't so bad. But once those creepy twins took over, forget it. All hell broke loose.
You lived here before the White Mantle, then?
Yeah. I was out here trying to get my life back together. My former line of work was a bit unsavory, you could say. But being a crook wasn't all I wanted out of life. I knew there was more to me than just that.
I can certainly empathize.
So I started fresh. Had a job, a family, and then the White Mantle showed up. And here we are. Well, more. Incredible. Entire village full of ex-cons. And it's the zealots who morally bankrupt the place. Hypocrites, all of them. If only the Titans got to them sooner. Just wish that wasn't true of all of us. There were some good ones here. What a waste.
Let's just start over on the daily. Run away! A Char prisoner.
Stand down. What's a Char doing here?
The game wants me to stand down. That's how you speak to a shaman.
What kind of shaman gets captured by humans?
Untie me.
You heard her. What are you doing in Janthier?
I'd watch your mouth. As soon as your friend removes my shackles, I'm going to rip your jaw from that pretty skull.
I'll remove those shackles if you tell us what you're doing here.
Watch your tone.
Guess he doesn't want out.
Would appear so.
My warband was camped in the Cascades when we were ambushed. They took a few captives and killed the rest. I think I'm the only one left now.
That's so hard.
Between friends, I don't think I've got much time. They look at me like a meal, and they're running out of food.
Well, just as barbaric. You did turn a city to ash.
And what a bright day that was.
Ascalon, you mean?
The smell was magnificent. You could see the sky light up all the way from the Shiver Peaks.
I'm sure you can tell us about the Titans then.
They will build us a bridge to the next world. 10 more years and this one will be gone.
What does that mean?
Doesn't matter. He was wrong. They all were.
Were they wrong, or did they just have the wrong date? Cosmos and Cordelia are still there, and it concerns me greatly. Certainly a breath of fresh air to talk to a Char post-searing. Definitely not what I was expecting.
Think we've gathered enough information to put to work against the Titans?
I'd say so. And enough blood-stained history to make me never want to set foot here again.
No kidding.
Seeing how the Bloodstone got so powerful makes me want to keep anyone from using it, Titan or not.
Power accumulated off stolen lives is no small threat, but it's not infallible. As long as we're intentional in its use, the Heart of the Obscure is our most promising solution up to this point. Let's regroup at the homestead. We can check on Pokey, then talk strategy. May the innocent rest, and the wicked ride.
Wayfinder, what is it? Are you not headed to the homestead? I know who you are, Waiting Sorrow.
Iskarin broke rules to ascend you when you were suffering. You're not just a wizard. You're a fable to the Bearkin.
Quiet! Quiet! Please. Don't tell them. Don't tell Pokey or Alder. I am not a fable. I was just hurting. Coda's voice, it burned my core raw. It would rattle their worlds. Don't, please, don't.
I'll see you at the homestead. I achieve things. I'm an achiever.
Build a Quaggan. Book materials for the Coden of Forgers Hunt to make their own stuffed toys. Aww. Okay, I get it. And I would, in fact, build a Quaggan stuffed toy. Quaggan are adorable. Meet with your allies at the homestead.
That's not good. Should probably cut those elementals down before they take their little party straight to camp.
Ah. There's my daily allotment. Bearkin carved shell. Power, precision, vitality, ferocity. Ascended accessory. 3 gearboxes. Corn leaves. Paella. Back to the house. Against the wall.
Wayfinder?
You okay, Sorrow?
Focus. Let's go over the plan. They keep regrouping and healing, so killing them both in rapid succession is our best bet. Decima is weak.
Wait. Pause here.
Did you... Does he know?
No. But let him in. It's not my place to stand between the Claw and his son.
Come on in, Stoic Alder. Pokey's inside.
If my son's involved, so am I.
Oh dear.
Aurora.
Stoic Alder.
Wayfinder. I'm confused. Pokey. Aurora, what happened? I assumed you were dead.
No. But I did remember something that I'd long forgotten. Glimpses of my people. Someone I left behind long ago. My name is Waiting Sorrow. I am not who you believe me to be.
So, you spoke falsehoods.
I told you a small fragment of a long-ago truth. But my experiences in your village were very real.
And you knew about this, son?
Only a few moons longer than you, Pa. She is our fading Aurora. Just... stronger.
And magical. The air in this room has never felt so opaque.
Yes, but it's how she uses her magic. Not foul and evil like the strangers. She only helps. I was anxious too.
Little Claw, I don't need your defense. I would never let anything happen to him, Stoic Alder. I was content living my life as a healer in your village. But when Pokey's life was jeopardized... Let's set this discussion aside. The Titans live and thrive. Trust me long enough to end this fight, to keep him safe. Whatever trial you need can happen after. I'm due more than one.
Do you plan on fighting too?
I do.
Sometimes. I think I've forgotten her voice, your mother. But just now, I heard her laugh. I will fight alongside my son, for my people. But this discussion is not done. Waiting Sorrow.
I suppose I should have expected that.
How are you doing?
You know well the trail of disappointment I lay. but I've never yearned for forgiveness more than with them.
After we end this, we can have those conversations.
After we end this, Isgarn will tear my soul from my core and trap it in an echo.
He's old. We'll bog down his schedule with Alliance meetings. He'll retire in no time.
I like you. I'm old too, and I'm tired of running.
Are you ready for this?
Ready? If you handed me a knife right now, I might start swinging it. Yeah, I'm ready to kill a few Titans. It would be an offense to everything Almora sacrificed if we didn't.
Mental preparations.
As soon as Aurene went to sleep, I couldn't feel her. No more warmth whenever she woke, or heartbeat when she flew. It took me a while to get used to that. Missing her. But I have now, I think. I've made peace with it. If only our girl saw us now, fighting a Titan. She'd be upset that we were risking our lives. But don't let me bore you with pre-battle musings. Moments like these make one prone to reflection. And I have a lot to reflect on.
Pa's upset. He thinks himself better at hiding it than he really is. But I've also gotten better at noticing this discussion is not done. Heard that one plenty of times. Just feels wrong when he says it to her. He's sweet on her. Don't know if you picked up on it, but I did right away. Of all my mentors, she's the only one that really stuck. Pa noticed my improvements. Then he noticed her. She'd even make him laugh. More than I could. Happiest I'd seen him since... well, in a long time. These strangers messed everything up. Need to beat their sorry hinds for good. The village will be safe. And Pa will see the good in Sorrow's magic. And they can go back to being all sickly smitten. That first go-around with the strangers was just a warm-up. This time, I'm ready.
Last we spoke, you'd stoked in me a firestorm on my son's behalf. How quickly you've fallen down my list of concerns. And how I wish that weren't the case. I may not look the type to be swept away by emotions' flurries, but I must be careful when I allow my heart to open. And to whom? Though I've learned this much to be true, no one is ever quite who we believe them to be. Still, that rare soul may come around who we're willing to stake our trust on, hoping they come close. But this discrepancy I find before me is one I could have never prepared for. Instead, I find myself standing on the precipice of battle, my son at my side, preparing to fight, same as his mother before him.
Mental preparations complete. Join your allies at the mountain pass leading to Sulphur Springs. against the wall.
You've an advantage over me, son. What should I expect? Fighting a Titan?
Might and power. The strangers are unlike anything we faced. No beast from the mountain compares.
Never mind how they perform together. Decima and Greer are more calculated than I've come to expect from their kind.
But at 6, we do outnumber them.
After you, Wayfinder.
We gave Queen Jenna our word.
Through the pass we go.
They slither toward us with venom on fang. Watch yourself.
All I see is another opportunity to turn breathing flesh to paste. I welcome them.
Lightbringer and Stormsinger.
What are they?
They're siphoning energy from the Bloodstone. Attack Decima while Greer is out of reach.
I can't see a thing.
That feels good.
Look! Her armor is cracking!
Wayfinder, pull it off with your journey kit.
Commander, think you can trip her up on your war cloth?
Gee, this is familiar.
There she is! Good. Now! With all the strength you can muster!
Ash Legion, fall in!
I can't.
Back, sister, back. You'll return to Scree if your willfulness moves your legs. Before your mind can catch up.
This is our chance! Wayfinder! Use the Heart of the Obscure! Just like before!
Oh, Greer's up there.
The Bloodstone is about to surge! Come to me!
We gotta keep pushing while they're weak.
I will compensate for the delusion of my kin. Your bloodstone ripples through my every essence.
To kill rising. Ash Legion, fall in!
That feels good. That feels good.
Oops. That's not what I wanted to do.
Use your wall floor to rip this armor away.
You know what to do, Commander. Bring him down.
Come on. Oh, that's not working. The Ruinous Divide.
That feels good.
Ash Legion, fall in! Blood Legion, see it done!
Use it now.
Hold them down.
There's one to remember me by!
The Bloodstone! Behind me, everyone!
Their emotional fortifications will end us if we don't rip that hope directly from their coiled fingers.
Kill rising!
Together, we'll crush them beneath us. Pour their bodies through the mist until nothing remains but essence
Hi,
and
Datsuma.
memory.
Apparently not.
Good magic. Please, Father. Trust me.
Damn it. I was hoping to protect myself from that. damn it. Really?
Attack now, while there's an opening.
Definitely an interesting fight.
That feels good.
I'll strike your settings next.
Yes, I'll set them up. You distract the Titans.
Oh my god. Ow.
No, no, no!
Kill rising. Ash Legion, Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
That feels good.
Oh no. You know, it's been a while since I've been on my flagship weapon.
Do we have any more sprouts?
Plenty. Here.
It's an interesting back and forth game here. That's a problem.
hesitation will get us killed!
They're on the back foot. Just a few more lightning rods and we'll overwhelm them.
That feels good. Chill rising.
Yura.
Let your stubbornness and lust bother me.
I knew it.
Another.
Ura.
Decima, come. Yes, Godspawn.
Don't let them escape. Greer and Decima are weak.
Ow. Don't let them get away.
I think not. But spill no tear. Your bravery is excellent.
Ura.
What? Who are you?
We are all Godspawn. But I am Ura. And I am far stronger than my stock. I've looked foolish in the eye. I see none behind yours. Retreat, and so shall we.
Commander, orders?
Be wise.
Stand down. We stand down.
No! We can defeat them! With two nearing death, what's another going to cost us?
Poised arrow. No. That cost could be our lives.
Good. Greer, Decima, come.
Of course. I heard her say it. I knew there was another one.
A third Titan.
We need to get out of here, now! This could be a trick.
We need to chase them. Greer and Decima are weak. We can do it.
We know nothing about Ura. We need to retreat.
Trust me, kid. I want to rip their legs off and watch those things writhe. But I'm tired. Don't know if I'll last long.
We'll regroup and plan our next attack. We all need rest.
I'll take you back to the village. Our minds are thick with fog. It's not time to make decisions. We rest. Pokey.
Yeah.
Against the wall, completed. Acceptance of the Kodan. This just keeps getting better and better. Back to the mainland, I suppose. That having been said, we do have some map completion to look into as well. caught in the midst of fighting all of this too. Keep getting so close to taking them out, and they just kind of get away.
The storm roars on the horizon. Collect yourselves.
The Molded Lands. Ow. Wasn't doing anything to you, jerk. The path to Balrior. Path to Balrior. Aha. Well, this wall looks awfully familiar.
Here it is. No time to quake with fear. Rigid we must remain. The strangers have woken. They've come to dance in the rain. Our one and only goal is to protect the camps. Every claw and spear. Raise them to the air.
Of Mists and Monsters. I don't think that this is going to go well. I doubt there's even anybody fighting them. I don't see anybody else here. Makes this a bit of a fool's errand. Hackers just Pokemon in. Hope bidding finds you well. I like for people to be doing the meta, but they're not, so guess I'll focus on the story. That people are complaining about it. How you going? It's going well. Like I said, I'm just continuing the story of the expansion pack, and I'd be willing to bet that people are oh, imagine that, people aren't complaining. I'm shocked, actually. One of these days I had to get into that meta event, though. I need it for the mastery. Otherwise, I had to ask, how's your day been going? Oh, I almost made it without losing the mount. Right, I need to go back to Harvest Den. Been alright, work's kind of shitty, nothing new there. Gave up on the Warhammer servers for the night. Fair. That's not what I want. This is what I want. As nice as the Griffin is, the Griffin can't catch updrafts. Skyscale, however, can. Yeah, I totally know about work sucking, because lately it's been the same for me. God. So, beginning of this week, we learned that our company is dropping support for the version of Java that our system uses. So now we have to update again after they told us we'd only need to update once this year. So, they lied and just kind of threw us under the bus for it. So now we get to deal with that on top of fixing however many bugs and problems we've got, on top of redrawing and redeploying every deployable that we have for our system because it's going to be in a new version. It's gonna be such a slog. Happy end of the year. Just push everything to production, right? I don't unit test, but when I do, it's always in production. Which shockingly is something that actually almost happened. Anyway, Starro in these halls. Yeah, that's pretty freaking apt. This is the end of the expansion so far, I think.
I've spoken with Dagonet. He's informing the rest of the Alliance. They'll likely meet in the coming days.
We failed our hunt.
We could have also died, Cub. Don't lunge into battles you're not prepared for.
I agree.
Victory wasn't impossible.
Be kind to yourself, Pokey. We know our enemy now. There is still some night before a calmer dawn, but it nears.
Fear not this night.
Village already. I thought you needed more time.
Fading Aurora has returned to us. Her path was lost, is all, while tracking the strangers.
I've asked Stoic Alder to keep my identity a secret a short while longer. I need to talk to Iskarin.
Yeah.
I take no joy in lying to my bearkin, but I'd rather they remain in fog a while longer.
Certainly keeps things uncomplicated.
I don't want to rattle their trust.
Yep.
Do you regret helping us?
If I hadn't, we'd be burying our dead in the bog. The bearkin are resilient, but we must recognize our limitations. It does not mean I'm not cautious of you or of waiting sorrow. I will continue to remind myself that no matter how thick the fog is, it will eventually fade. When it does, the path will be visible again. For now, I watch and listen.
Where do we go from here?
I understand you're frustrated, but you need to know when the risk just isn't worth the potential cost.
Then when will it be worth it? We've screwed it up twice, thrice, counting your first go-round. How many times do we let that happen before being cautious becomes the risk?
Little Claw, the scale of this is greater than any of us expected. Impulsivity isn't the answer.
Then what is? What if they're out there killing while we're just standing around?
Poised arrow.
I'm just asking the questions everyone else should be.
Sorry we couldn't kill them.
I'm a strategist. Didn't see another way.
Doesn't mean you have to like it.
Oh, I don't. Hey, we're fine. Made it out with our tails intact. Just a lot to untangle. You know what I'm thinking? How different would things be if the Titans hadn't mucked everything up? If we didn't burn Ascalon? Probably still eat people. I'm spitting about blood that belongs on someone else's hands. We weren't good, but we turned out okay. The Char. Well, better now that Vanguard's in a cell. But how do we live with all this? It just gets hard to weigh the guilt and the anger.
Someone has to look out for whoever comes next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're alive. Sometimes that's enough. And I've worked too damn hard to make this place bearable.
That didn't go as planned.
Hardly the first time. We're plenty used to that. But I'm afraid the cub's taking it hard.
Losing gracefully comes with experience.
Well, at that age, you're beating down the door to the world, ready for whatever life dares to throw at you. Because you don't yet know how much life can throw. But you find out quickly.
Still can't help but worry about him sometimes.
That's how it goes. One minute they're silly little things, toddling around, worrying you sick. The next, they're grown. Big and strong and off on their own. Still worrying you sick. But that's when you have to remind yourself. You've done exactly what you were supposed to. Taught them to stand on their own. And then let them.
Speaking from experience there, Kaith. Stoic Alder's journal. A letter from Lear and a collective history. Okay. The ocean smells different here in Lion's Arch. The coasts of Janthir are harsh, frigid, and unwelcoming to gentler folk. But there's an alluring melancholy to it when one watches storms gather above the isles to the north. The air in Kryta is warm, sandy beaches soft under paw. From what I've read, the city has rebuilt itself time and again, salvaging what it could from what came before. Wayfinder and I met with the Tyrian Alliance, a colorful assembly as one would expect. I found their discussions insightful, though a bit dramatic for my liking. Fortunately, the Road of Caution was observed and chosen regarding some magic artifact, though I'm doing my best to understand the varied perspectives. With discussions cooling to a simmer, the Wayfinder hurried back to Harvest Den. No time to rest, that one. Afterward, a few of the delegates took me on a tour of the city. At one point, the human captain spoke with a finely dressed, black and white furred Char. Some well-to-do merchant, I'd wager. My presence seemed to perk his curiosity. No doubt, they were interested in more than showing me around. What are new friends but new customers, eh? I did receive a nice gift by the end of it, though. My choice. In the evening, a child of the bitter wind, the wolf-soul Braham, convinced me to indulge in the local offerings. Between plates of smoked seafoods and several mugs of honey wine, decent by human standards, I was regaled with several stories of the boy's adventures with the Commander. Maybe it was the wine talking, but I felt a little cozier about the idea of Pokey following this would-be hero around. We traded tales long into the night. The boy was oddly spellbound. As I helped him back to his lodging, I caught the glint of a tear or two. Perhaps it was the buzz of being 6 pints deep, but I asked. He'd mentioned his pa once or twice, past when he was young, in his words, listening to me spin tales of my home, of Silken Weir, and her fight against Jormag. It was as if my voice, my words became his pa's. I'm back at Harvest Den now, as Garen was generous enough to offer me passage. Were I not to step through a magic door anytime soon, I would count myself lucky. I made sure to leave Braham an open invite to visit our village. I think he and Pokey would make fast friends. I could see that, yes. God, the two of them would absolutely agree over the topic of keeping the fight going. At least prior to Primordus going off. I think the new Bram is a little more cowed than that.
When I left the Wizard's Tower, a Wayfinder hadn't been named in years. They must trust you.
Not at first, but helping them keep Omnitas afloat and defeating Iskaran's nemesis didn't hurt.
Will you come with me? I could use that confidence of yours.
Of course. I'm not dead in a canyon. None of us are, thanks to you.
Whenever you're ready.
To the Wizard's Tower. Well, this is going to be an interesting one.
How did you get past Omnitas's defenses so easily?
I built these defenses.
So, how do you want to go about this?
I'll follow behind, let you mingle first. Might trigger a war if I walk through the door before his ego is properly fluffed. Oh, wait, Wayfinder. Before we throw another log on the fire, thank you for not telling them.
It's not my story to tell, but you should.
Yeah, God. Heaven help this poor lost soul. I'm about to do something fucking stupid.
She informs us that there are not 2, but 3, all of which survived the encounter. 2 are weak, the 3rd unsure.
Excellent timing, Commander. I take it you won't need an update, given your participation in recent events?
Can you shut the door behind you, Wayfinder?
Before I do that, though. Iskaran, I was initially nervous to stand in for you at the Alliance proceedings. There aren't many stoneless dwarves in Tyria, something that might encourage a slurry of personal questions. I suspect word will make it back to my people now. Sobering thought, given I haven't been amongst them since just before the first dwarf turned, before I was picked up by the ward. But I digress. You and Dagda can recall those days better than I can. Nostalgic musings aside, my first couple of days have gone well. The leaders and delegates are a lively bunch. There were times I thought I might split from some of the more heated discussions, but cooler heads seem to prevail. I'm in my element. Currently, we're in talks concerning the quarantine and cleanup of Rada Primus and Dash Ka. Councillor Iman and their Ulmakan neighbors are hoping to rally Arcane Council support. And Ludo seems optimistic. I suggest the ward offer additional support in this. If there's anything left in those ruins in need of containment, we're well equipped for that sort of thing. Of course, I'll wait for your response. The last point of order, while I have you, I shouldn't have to remind you of all people that when you're here, you represent both the court and the Astral Ward. Allying with the Countess Exemplar was a shrewd choice, but remember, there are others here worthy of your time and attention, even if you don't see the immediate benefits. Be seeing you, Lear. I like Lear.
One more thing for my list of accomplishments.
My friends, fear not. Some charades are meant to end. While we serve Tyria with our magics of mirage, misdirection, and even the manipulation of time itself, I cannot carry on as I have. Not without sharing this bit of truth, my truest self. Your companionship is worth more to me than any secret that is solely mine to keep. My name is Mabon. I am Mersat. Mabon, formerly Oberyn, Fifth Vale addressing the Inner and Outer Councils. We all have our secrets. I wish I was a fresh face to the Inner Council and a new father. My son still but a babe wobbling beneath Bear's protective gaze. The Vales of both councils and even the keener members of the Shroud were wary that the Collective's Fifth Vale, one of its founders, had spent over a century participating at a distance. There were some folks, me included, who were ignorant of the Mersat and their history. Third Vale Sita Losthour and I were the first to speak with Mabon after the Council's deliberations. If he should remain on the Inner Council, much less in the Collective, I wanted to reintroduce myself, offer him a drink or 10 at the Muse's bar, on my tab. He obliged, perhaps only out of guilt, but I assured him he was among friends. He still is. A few glasses in, Mabon was generous with our questions, and I suspected he could be. It was clear that he had allegiances beyond the Collective. Many of us do. He was stressing over a trip northward to Janthier, to the ruins of an old Mersat city. Said it was penance for the past, a promise made one former monster to another. Wait, was Mabon going to meet Saul D'Alessio?
Who let you into the Wizard's Tower war room, Countess?
Iskarin, by suggestion of the Alliance. I'm aiding in the Astral Ward's acclamation to modern Tyrian affairs.
So, they all live. I imagine you didn't simply allow that to happen. What were the circumstances?
What has your mood smelling like an elder's backside?
We almost had the two defeated, but a third intervened. She was strong, a bit more cunning than the other two.
Disappointing, but rational. What of your second mission, Wayfinder?
The Titans kept me occupied. I'm still working on it.
Fine. I suppose our clock bears too many hands.
What second mission?
The Titan Imperatrix. A foe I did not expect.
That threat should be conquerable. So long as we continue to get along.
About that.
Tyria united. It still sounds like a fable.
Mostly united, but it's true. And we need to nurture these bonds. They cannot fail.
About that.
When a door is shut, you should leave it that way.
Ren.
Uh-oh.
You lied to me. That's new. Did she fill your mind with wild theories and hypocrisy?
Don't be dramatic, Ren. You know they're beyond simple manipulation. And I didn't come here for a fight.
Oh boy, here we go. Is there really any justifying our actions to Asgaran? Explain yourself, Wayfinder. Now. You told me she was a threat. I don't see one.
You told me she was a threat. I don't see one.
I'll deal with you later. So, how did you get inside?
The Tower's always liked me best. You know that.
Waiting sorrow. You're...
My dearest friend. I'm fine. And I have stories to tell you.
Stories! The cause of this whole Titan incursion may fall at your feet, and you want to tell stories.
Your instinct to make everything an intellectual brawl has always been exhausting.
Then explain.
She has a point.
So help me, Ascarin. I will open a gateway and lock you in Abaddon's cell for a century.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
Fine, Dagda. His alarm isn't unwarranted. I left you all. I abandoned the Astral Ward. I didn't say why. Jormag raged in the north, threatening the Highland and Lowland Coden. They needed me. But when Dormag fell, the storms calmed. My mind was stilled. And I couldn't return yet, though. I needed them. My people. My presence during the Titan attack was purely happenstance. I sought to remedy it, but then your Wayfinder tracked me down. All who knew my identity were asked to conceal it, but I always planned on coming back here to settle affairs. While I was not the cause, I have an inkling of what was, and I don't know how concerning it is.
Oh? You didn't even share this with me.
The business of wizards should remain in the court. Is Garin? Where is Mabon?
Dead. A year ago. You could have mourned with us.
I felt it.
Dagda, escort the Countess and Wayfinder home. Waiting Sorrow and I need to speak. Alone.
What next? How did you get involved in all of this?
It was Livia. A perk of having friends with their fingers in too many pies. She introduced me to Mabon privately. He was scouting new recruits for his little guild of mesmers. I joined if only to keep tabs for the Queen.
Oh.
We were an eccentric group, hosting lavish luncheons, investigating magic anomalies. Mabon treated the whole thing like a passion project or a beloved hobby. He was one of the founders, after all.
Sounds like the ideal place for him to, let his hair down.
You joke. But I saw what he looked like under that golden dome on numerous occasions.
And?
Nothing that bears repeating. I happen to know you're friendly with a certain Mr. Goldclaw, and I would not sully Mabon's memory so soon.
Fair enough. He would have been glad to see you here, with or without his help.
I wish I'd trusted him sooner. Gods know he's earned that now.
Speak with Nis and Dagda in the Wizard's Tower.
Hey. You okay?
I'm... Every day that passed since she left us, I thought she was dead. I thought that Dormag might have killed her, that she traveled into the mists, no intention of returning. I thought... None of that matters. She lives. Waiting Sorrow lives. I don't know how you did it, Wayfinder, but you brought her back. Thank you.
She better not be dead when I come back. Oh boy. The thick plottins, as they say.
Finished with that.
Story complete. Sorrow in these halls.
The feline companions of the Lowlanders. What do they call them?
Journeykin. I heard that one attacked a scouting party. The one I met was quite
And...
They're cute, but I'm also getting some strange
That.
feelings. Nothing bad, just odd. As a species, they seem to possess some type of magic. I don't know how.
Act 1 Mastery. We vote on it. Seed Savvy and Behind the Ears a good spot.
Really popped when I got close to one. So I looked into it, And you know which
Yep.
creature has a similar magical composition? The Warclaw.
Wait, no. Truly? From the Mist's battles?
Yes.
All tangled up, electrical interference, and lightning defense.
Potent souls. What if these creatures are their origin?
So I have a little bit to do to get those masteries, but that might be for off camera. It means me revisiting old chapters anyway, so meh. Also, what have I got in my pockets? So much. Sorrow's Claw. Ooh. I need to find a store. That's what I'm looking for. Get back here.
Wonderful. They'll be snuggled up together in no time, thanks to you.
His tongue.
I am sorry. Better my house than your savages,
All right. Let's see.
You can never have too much treasure.
I agree. Magi's Full Moon Axe. Ornamented longbow. Ornamented sword. Gotta get the skins first. Endless Bearkin Combat Tonic. In the meantime, I already have the skin and it's a longbow, so I can't use it on this character. Sword. Clean up the inventory just a skosh.
Target destroyed.
Sorrow's Claw. Can't use it on this profession anyway. But I also don't... I apparently can't sell it? Look like I can. Interesting. Nature's Fine Spear. Right, I found Bagarth's Impaler. Sell the junk. Sell the stuff I had too much of. Huh.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
There's at least one gold in that. Berserker's Amulet. Yeah, not better. Not better than what I'm using. Quite bluntly, I think from there I can just salvage masterwork in the lower. Oh, heck. There you go. Get rid of all of that. Bring this down. Zoom that. Drag this. Hey, got more magic find. Nice.
That looks valuable.
And one last selling session. Hard to think that at one point I had like 250 gold. And then, well, the Griffin happened. A little bothered about that, but hey, I now have the Griffin and it is in fact useful. Otherwise... Homestead recipes, pillars, rugs, and lights.
Thank you.
Suppose I could go do map completion of the Sentry. Shouldn't take me too long to do. Is that a lot? My only frame of reference is WoW. Money is all over the place in that game. 250 gold takes a long time to build up. Considering for the longest time I was hovering at like 120, the fact that I was actually finally able to hit 250 was already pretty big for me. And then all of it had to go into getting that mount. It was actually the big project that I've had since I restarted this. Really, once I knew how much it cost, was getting 250 gold in order to get the mount. Most of the others you get for relatively free. The Griffin is the one that costs the most money. That having been said, the Sky Scale was like an 8 in-game day, or not in-game, 8 real-world day. If you did everything exactly as you needed to. It would take 8 full real-world days worth of work to get it.
Hear what happened to Guiding Star's expedition team? Twice. This Aya was trouble, bitch.
Not by a stranger, I hope.
Just by wolves, they told me. According to Guiding Star, one was enormous.
That
feels good.
As a matter of fact, come to think of it, like, similar to World of Warcraft, I believe the monies go in denominations of 100. So 100 copper to a silver, 100 silver to a gold. Some of the rarer items that I can get sell in the world store, the auction house, for like 20 some silver. If that helps give a sort of a scale to it.
Chill rising.
Yeah, 20 silver is couch cushion money. Yeah, that's true in Guild Wars as well.
Goodbye.
Wayfinder, have you a moment to help? Fresh vegetables and eggs.
Yeah, and that's the amount of money I make from a rare weapon.
Do nicely. That looks edible. Nearly enough. Just a little more should do. What a reward I've received for following my calling.
All right, back to the track at hand here. Did that, we went up there. We've already done that vista. Come down this way towards the village. It is now peaceful for now. Come about this way.
Grows with each passing day. He's all anyone is talking about around town.
I have no idea where the missing pieces of points of interest are. Or the vistas I didn't do. I think that one of the slithering outskirts. Okay, I found those two. Oh, then okay. Actually, from where I am, what's the closest? Is that? It may actually behoove me to go north first. I don't think that the meta is going to activate in time for me to do this on stream. And I also am not in a group getting ready for it, so probably not going to bank on that. It's apparently a big old thing. Whoa. Then the other vista is across the way to the west. We're going to... Ah, yes, the place where the magical nuke went off. Bloodstone. Terrifying stuff. Gathers its power by feeding off the anguish and souls of people sacrificed upon it. That magical energy is also vastly unstable and will explode at the drop of a hat. Case in point, look at this fucking crater. The Sanguine Greater. Yeah? Sounds about right. Southeast. The ghost floats idly, unfazed by your presence. What's that you're reading?
Curfew? Since when? All these new rules are making me nervous. Moved all the way out here to escape this kind of thing. I guess I'll ask about it at Town Hall tonight.
You do that. You get right on that, Mr. Ghost. Oh, wait. Also, since when do ghosts have curfews? The Twins Table. Okay. Now I have the context for that, and that's fucking creepy. Because the twins are really fucking creepy. Somewhere to the west, northwest-ish, I think, is the last one.
The earth bleeds here.
Aha. And there we have it. Map completed. Ooh, Black Lion chest key. And the gift of Janthier Sindri. Berserker's Iron Hammer of Fire. This is one of those things. Actually, that's an exotic. Interesting. A level 78 exotic, which is weird.
You can never have too much treasure.
Rampager's Iron Pistol Apparel.
This is most remarkable.
Deposit those.
Begin destruction protocol.
And sell. Yeah, this one's worth 30 silver. The dagger, or the pistol that I got, is 23. And then I sell the materials because other people want them. And actually, selling large chunks of materials can get you some money pretty quick. Presently, I've got 5 gold waiting for me in the auction house and 15 gold on my person. I'm not turning any heads with that. Oh! Okay. Yikes. That's another nuclear explosion waiting to happen. Go ahead and nab that while the nabbing's good. Welcome to the Cloud Layer. Can't see shit, Captain.
Why one yearns to go near those ruins, I can't understand.
All right.
Oh, almost forgot. Our drones will be at the testing sites. Retrieve additional doses from them if needed.
Like to say I was helping, but I don't know. Yeah, there's a treasure to the south. Could pick that up in a moment. Uh-huh. Found you.
That feels good. Armored up. That shit's good. That looks valuable.
So much extra stuff. Oh, weekly. 10 events. Cool. Okay. Mm-hmm. If I can't aim for and get the daily at least for the evening. That, and then I just had to do logging. So much extra junk.
That looks valuable.
Oh, a brand spark? No, crystallized ley energy. Cool, 50 silver for free.
Is that bloodstone? Ugh. Sure smells like it. Camp's just around the corner.
Ooh. Sometimes I don't know why I bother trying to chase after people that are downed. Just a reflex, I guess. Help people in need. Where are the logs?
Area looks clear. For now.
Oh, this place is full of no. Not just nope, no. Hmm. Ooh, a Codan cache. That having been said, my inventory is absolutely fucked right now. Oh boy. Alright, fine. Full Moon Axe, already have the skin, don't really use the axes. Magi's Full Moon Warhorn, don't have the skin for that. So, not getting sold. This is, though. Fast working under. You. Unlock skin. Yes. Salvage. I can't use Warhorns anyway.
This is the only proper course.
One of these days I'll play Fashion Wars and actually make something that looks decent. Today's not that day.
That looks valuable.
There we go, get some more stuff. I'm looking for trees to chop down. I'm not finding any. It's frustrating. Ew. Watching the mini map like a hawk. Hello.
Take that!
Wait, no!
Everything will be just fine. Just need more logs. I mean, charged Titan ore is also nice to find. Need one more tree. Oh. Ow. On the edge of the map. Come on, one more tree and I can finish out the daily. It's Vanitas and Amnitas in 10 minutes. Oh. Hold up, found it. Locked on target. I hope that's enough. There we go. Daily get.
That's how it's done.
Alright, that having been said, I've been at it for a while now, so I think I'm going to call it there and bring us back to this screen. So, before we leave for the night, however, I do want to say once again, Multi-World Madness is happening on the 28th of September. At this point, we have 6 folks on the interested lists. Kagan, 12, Vector Vibes, Lucas Yoshino and MK, and myself. Chances are, I mean, God, soon after that, I have my birthday stream coming up, and I still have to figure out when and what that's going to be. Not to mention we have the spooky month coming up, so I need to figure out my project game for that. I haven't done that for a little bit, but either way, there's plans and things that need to be done, and done they shall be. I certainly hope that folks enjoy their time, and if you happen to have the opportunity, come by on the 28th and watch us cause a bunch of chaos. With that having been said, though, thank you everybody for joining me in the adventure for this evening. I certainly hope you've enjoyed your time, and as always, if you have, don't forget to follow along and spread the word. I just hope to grow the community, and I certainly hope it's been fun to watch me finish out the present story of the Janthir Wilds. Certainly seems like we're going to have a continuation in due time, and I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for the next release on that, so we can continue on with that. And in the meantime, we'll find some other stuff to do in Guild Wars too. There's certainly a lot of you know, map-related things that I can get up to, or I can find another project altogether in the intervening days. Either way, I am on Twitter. I save my VODs to YouTube for safekeeping. I have a Discord server, and I'm on a host of social medias. Links to those are in the bio under the stream, as well as my wonderfully dense socials command, which nets you everything, everywhere, all at once. Finally, to those who chat, I appreciate you. To those who lurk, I appreciate you. To those who watch the VODs, I appreciate you. And I certainly hope that I can see you here live someday should the opportunity ever arise. And with that, let's find our raid target for the evening. And keep the love moving forward. I think the changing season is getting to me a little bit. Let's see, we've got, oh god, chained together. Someone's doing Final Fantasy X. We've got Celeste. Deep Rock Galactic, Phasmo. You know, that'd be a good game to play with friends for either my birthday or spooky month. Or both. That's a thought. Sketchy's Contract, Hunt Showdown. Folks are doing a whole host of things. We recently raided Gar, we recently raided Teo. Decisions. There's always so many, and yet I have such trouble finding one. What Bag's doing? Apparently something Sisyphean, considering their title. What to do. Oh, I'm kind of surprised, actually. I was expecting to see somebody on my list, and they're not right now. Aw. Sad day. By the way, I have to look at team list and see if there isn't somebody to join there. Astrobot, I've heard of that. One of those recent drops. Doing Satisfactory. Voices of the Void? Another one I've heard of, but don't know much about. Requiem. Astrobot's a good one. Sony platformer. Ah, gotcha. Isn't that from the same company whose CEO said they don't have any IPs? Yeah. Huh. Satisfactory 3D Factorio. Yeah, I know about that one. I've had the thought about it. Hypermath and building. Yeah. Well, I mean, Dag's doing Minecraft. That's always nice to vibe to. Let's go see Dag. Yeah. The longer I sit here watching this, the more the temptation is there. Alright. Let's see. That then requires us to go this way. If I can find him. I know you're there. There you are. Alright. Let's see here. Wonderful being that he is. We're gonna do... I'm gonna try a thing, guys. I did a thing the other day. Let's see if this works. Please work. Please God work. Here's a raid message for the evening, folks. Haha, it worked. Feel free to copy it up and paste it down as we make our way over to Snack Station, also known as Dag. Make sure that's all correct. It appears we've got everything in working order. If you don't have access to my emotes, of course, you can use that second one or paste whatever you got available. It's not about putting my face all over. It's about spreading the love moving forward. But everything in its place. The doors are open. The portal is shining in the distance. And I'll say to you all once more, be you denizens, be you hunters, be you visitors, thank you for joining me here again in Daemonum Arena. Now, let's go greet another, shall we? Take care out there, and try to be a light in the darkness when you can be.